what's up, world? Welcome back.
Yes, sir.
To the new season of the Wild Show. The Washingtons on the Washington Redskins.
That's right.
Let me tell y'all something. Before we get started, just like last year, we let all the ladies know, and fellas, that breast cancer is serious to our hearts.
Yes,
and we want to let everybody know that we are, just like the NFL, celebrating every week breast cancer. So letting you know to get your test and to take it serious. Now, with that being said, the other thing we made a point of that my daughter brought to my attention was domestic violence.
Yeah.
I don't have my purple band on right now, but that's a serious thing, and we can stop that ourselves, okay? Because domestic violence is just what it is. It's just a domestic quarrel in your house or in the street or whatever. We're gonna cut that nonsense out.
That's right.
Let's get to football business. We're back to a new season.
Yes, sir.
Brand new coach. We got brand new players.
Oh, yeah.
And we got brand new teammates on the Wild Show.
That's it.
Yeah,
One of the newest additions was part of the season. We brought in Scott Dickens.
Yeah.
And he's going to be full-time this year. And the newest addition is my daughter, Mika Washington. She's going to have I guess you could say, football one-on-one for the ladies and gentlemen who may not understand everything that's going on.
Yeah.
She brings it to the table for us this year. So
Well,
this is not going to be our regular setup. And then you also, if y'all remember Tough Shorty, the wild man himself. My man Darryl Washington. And also Jeff Washington. Of course, I'm Mike Washington, and we make up the Wild Show. So we just relax a little bit this time. This is like preseason for us also. We're going to have a brand new set and everything. It's going to be sharp. So we're going to speak about what happened in that first preseason game. And we know we was 4-0 last year. We're not trying to say that, we thinking we're going to the Super Bowl because we won from one preseason game. No, but I'm telling you right now, I think we got a new start with a new coach.
Yes.
Things going to be different.
It's a new season.
That's right. That's right. Y'all agree?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Most definitely. So, what we want you to do is sit back, get yourself relaxed, get you some popcorn, check out this clip.
Here we go. Let's see if we can get out. Come on.
Hey, what's up, y'all? We're back. Check this out. Now, our first preseason game was against the New England Patriots. Well, all week long, I guess for 1 or 2 weeks, they were scrimmaging or practicing against the New England Patriots. I mean, I don't know whose idea that was.
I thought it was a good idea, really, but we can talk about that later on.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't a good idea. You know what I'm saying? I don't know whose idea it was to bring them into camp, and I don't know if it was a bad idea or a good idea.
Well, the reason why I said it was good because I remember growing up playing with the big boys.
Right.
You want to get better, you play with somebody that's better. Right. Now I'm not saying New England is all that better than us, but they do have a good track record for being a professional organization.
Right.
The way they run things, the way they handle things. They look better. So why not scrimmage? Practice?
I understand that, but they also said that them practicing against them was really not all that because they really wasn't doing too much of nothing. You know what I mean? Even the analysts on the radio were talking about, I wonder if RG3 learned anything from Tom Brady. I'm like, man, well, whether he did or didn't, the only thing he could have learned in a week was, nothing. RG3 is who he is. Tom Brady and RG3 are two different type of quarterbacks.
Right.
But what I do like is the physical contact and somebody else checking you other than your own man.
Yeah.
Right. So, but I like to say that we have some good defensive backs, so that they could, our defensive backs are not slouching at all. But just to have a different person on you to see how the play would run.
Right.
But the preseason game was quite interesting. The Redskins were 4-0 last year, so now they 1-0 this year so far. But what do you think right now, Meek? From being at the game, you actually went to the game and you was there watching what was going on. Being new on the show, I'm gonna let you talk first. How did you feel about the game?
Well, I would say At first, I was a little scared because special teams, I was like, Lord, can we not have a repeat of last season? I mean, how do you miss tackles like that?
Right.
And the person right there.
Wow.
So they had me scared for a little bit, but then they came back. But what really made me mad is, they kicked off to New England.
Right.
Guy ran it back. He fumbled the ball.
Mm-hmm.
We recovered, but then you throw a flag at the end of the play and say, no, we got to kick that off again.
The flag got stuck in the ref's pocket.
For what?
The flag was well after the play.
Well, actually, that wasn't after the play, but what you failed to say was the Redskins offense was actually on the field.
Right.
Yeah.
Getting ready to run their play, and then the flag came in. I mean, it was ridiculous.
After the commercial.
But I tried to look it up because I wanted to see what call was that. I mean, literally, the play was over with, and like you said, the offense was on the field. But now what they should have done was ran a play so that you couldn't call it back. Right. But anyway, I looked for it, and I can't find it nowhere.
Yeah, the refs in preseason too. So.
I can't find it nowhere. There is no logic or rule that says, oh yeah, we can go 40 seconds into the play and then offense be on the field and they're about to run the play and then, oh yeah, let me throw this flag real quick.
The point is, we still ended up winning the game. So that didn't hurt us or help us at all. But that was quite interesting though. Tell Shorty, welcome back.
Thank you.
This is our wild man. And kind of chill right now. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. But telling people what you thought about the game personally, without going into your segment right now.
Well, right now, I have to say my rooks. We got a good, nice class, but the rooks from last year, I'm still gonna be looking back on them as well. But you rooks, y'all got to get yourself together because there's a couple of positions that can be made for some of y'all. So. We're going to see what's going to happen.
There you go.
Keep tuning.
Okay. Well, Scott, you are a half of a rookie. I guess we can say we acquired you halfway through the season.
Big Scotty.
And then we brought you back this season because you were so good last season.
Yeah.
And I think our fans and viewers and listeners and watchers or whatever you want to call yourselves out there on YouTube gave you a thumbs up, so we had to bring you back. Mm-hmm. What did you feel about the game on Thursday night?
Well, one thing I don't pay attention to is the score.
Okay.
But what I did like was I saw gang tackling and everybody flying to the ball. And that was promising to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's it?
Oh, I didn't know it was my segment.
No, I mean, so that was a good point. That was a good point.
Yeah, I like the gang tackling, and I like what I saw in Brian Arakpo, but I can't put a lot of stock in that.
Sure.
Because Nate Solder was struggling blocking good pass rushes ever since he'd been drafted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kerrigan was beating him at the what is that? The game that the college collegiate players play?
Yeah, it's the Senior Bowl.
The Senior Bowl. Kerrigan was beating his brains out then, so of course Bradford was doing the same thing. So he gonna do that to Nate Solder.
That's true.
But they sure play that boy. They must like him for some reason.
That's it. So Jeff, you saw the game obviously on Thursday night, I hope, and just what did you think about the game?
Yeah, I saw the game.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I think they came out pretty excited, with a new coach.
Right.
I guess a new organization because everybody knew, when you bring a new coach on. But the offense looked good. Defense looked good. Special team, like Meek was saying, they got to do some work. I know Scott was saying they were doing a lot of game tackling, but I don't think they did it on special team.
Nah.
But
that's open field. That's right.
Yeah, but I know they're gonna get it together. We got 3 more games before we get this thing started. So overall, I thought it was a pretty good game.
Sure. Darryl, what did you see when you watched the game? How do you feel about that first preseason game?
I enjoyed it.
I like preseason, you know, because I like the competition level is high. It's almost at its highest.
Yes.
Because, you know, you got people trying to earn a position. You know, the professional sport now is not just sport; it's business.
Right.
You know, so this is my job.
Right.
You know, so you know, it's fun to watch guys compete for a position.
Yeah.
I like what I saw. You know, that the Redskins had, man. I like, you know, RG3 looked fresh.
Okay.
Right.
You know, Kirk Cousins looked good. You know, and as a matter of fact, I had a conversation earlier with a guy. He was like, man, you know, if it was me, man, Kirk Cousins would stop.
No.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you had that conversation with him. Next.
He played wide receiver. You know,
Right.
You know who you are.
Well, I tell you what, we'll further this discussion when we get back. We are going to go to another clip, and we're going to pick that back up because I want to know what y'all think about McCoy. All right, okay.
The Wild Man, and my Rook of the Week, Lake Siege Trump, number 35. As you can see, great run here. First carry. And yes, he played with our one and only RG3. And I'm going to stop it right here. One thing you got to do, Rook, here, Mr. Siege Trump. Son, you're hitting a hole and you're getting in and out of the hole, but you got to protect the ball. Keep the ball closer to the body when you make your cut. And son, guarantee you, your career will be fumble free.
The Wild Show. It's the Wild Show. The Washingtons on the Washington Redskins. Yep.
Not that.
Oh, back to action. Okay, y'all. So we were talking about the quarterbacks. I think McCoy.
Colt 45.
Colt
Yeah.
45.
Yeah, that's what we gonna call him.
Was outstanding. Yes, the Colt 45 was outstanding.
That's what the drunk said.
You know,
6
Sexy Rexy. I don't know how you stayed with the Redskins as long as you did.
Yeah, you
I
did.
was a good mentor.
Shanahan.
You
Oh yeah.
That's why.
I
He's in
heard
Cleveland, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you been to Cleveland?
Yeah.
What?
You gotta be kidding me, man.
I owe our producer Charles Kane 25 cents, and I told him would nobody pick up Shanahan. I mean, Sexy Rex can't believe it.
Right.
And he went and got him and said that he might be the second string quarterback.
Whoa!
Because he knows his offense better than
That's crazy.
what's his name? Hoyer.
They must be in the same fraternity.
You know, so I was like, man, get out of my face. Now listen to me.
Somebody
Sexy Rexy.
Somebody dipping.
Sexy Rexy saw Kyle at a restaurant with another woman. I'm telling you right now. And
Oh, yeah, you gotta have something.
he said, I'm not telling unless, as long as you keep me on somebody's team. So,
I been with him in Houston.
Yep.
Yeah.
He then came over with the Redskins.
Yeah.
Now he with the Browns.
Yeah.
Wow.
You need to check that out, y'all.
You need to check that out.
Somebody dipping.
Yeah. But check this
Investigate
out.
that.
Check this out. Now, you know, we was talking earlier. Redskins Monday night play the Cleveland Browns. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I said it's going to be interesting
The Browns
because,
are clowns.
well, they did the same thing.
But
But the point is, they got Kyle Shanahan, who is our last year's offensive coordinator. Now it's their coordinator this year. Okay?
Right.
So
That's so sad.
he's over there with them, got a new toy, Johnny Football. Of course, we got RG3 who is healthy now. Knees are healthy. And we got a brand new head coach for the first time.
Yeah.
So, you know Monday night's going to try to build that thing up where the battle of RG3 and Johnny Manziel.
Right.
Now, the thing about it is, there ain't no battle. That's number one. Number two, Kyle Shanahan, like you were saying, Daryl, about his offensive scheme, you know, is having the Cleveland Browns look like what?
Right. The Washington Redskins. So if you like the Redskins last year, Cleveland fans, that's what y'all will get this year. All right, 3-13.
3-13.
Okay. Field goals every week. Now, I would personally say I thought the Cleveland Browns looked okay. They just couldn't finish their plays. I don't know what was going on with the field goals. But I will say this, people give Johnny Football a hard way to go. I think he's going to end up being a good player in the NFL. What I do think, though, is that he needs to put a little bit more pounds on him. But I think he looked pretty sharp in that game.
He looked
He can't get no taller, that's for sure.
What he got to understand is that this is the NFL. This is not college football,
Right.
where you can run the ball all the time because he don't have the weight and he really don't have the height. But we gonna give him a little break because we had Doug Flutie playing. So. Anyway, I think he's a little more athletic than Doug Flutie, but
it's harder to tackle a midget though. That's why Doug Flutie.
But if he think that he's not gonna get hit or he don't think them linebackers are fast, he gonna be in for
surprise. He gonna be like RG3 season 1 when he first came here and get knocked out, concussion. Then last season you get injured with your leg.
Yep.
So you keep playing around. You
trying to do too much. And that's what Johnny Manziel. That's what I saw anyway. He tried to do a little too much, taking over the offense instead of running the offense. But that's what Kyle Shanahan like. Yeah. More power to you, Kyle.
Well, you always look at the rookies and you always evaluate the rookies. Now, him being a rookie, and of course he don't play for the Redskins, but him being a rookie, I mean, what did you think about his play on Thursday? I guess it was this weekend.
Well, one play, Michael, he had a nice pocket. And he felt that the pocket wasn't good enough for him. So he kind of got out of town and ran up the middle. He almost got smacked. He made one little slight cut to the right and that man missed the smack on him. Right. Son, if you don't want to find out how SmackDown is, you better learn to stay in that pocket and get rid of that ball. Because RG3 this year, he's definitely going to learn how to get rid of that ball very quickly this year.
Scott, what's your analysis on the young man, and what do you think about his skills or whatever the case may be? And do you think that the Redskins are going to be a surprise to him at all?
Well, one thing that I like about us going up against Johnny Manziel in preseason is just the mere fact I want to see how well we make open field tackles on a movable quarterback like that. Yeah, but as far as Johnny Manziel, one thing that he had the luxury of in that game was they're not game planning. They just seeing talent. It's already been figured out by the college defensive coordinators. If you must rush him and make sure you don't lose containment, he can't beat you in the pocket. Second of all, I don't like his mentality. He got a kid-like, not just kid-like, but he immature in his decision making on the field. And really, John Gruden broke him down on his quarterback camp and exposed that.
I saw that.
He shows how you got the check down right here. You know how to read the defense. He said, but why would you throw this ball in double coverage? You know his response was to John Gruden? He said, that wouldn't be no fun. See, he think it's a game.
Exactly.
And you in the NFL, okay, you think you can throw across your body
interceptions all day
long. They already know. Keep him in the pocket. He ain't no threat.
Well, we're gonna show this clip. I'm gonna tell you like my father always say: a hard head
make a soft behind. It
ain't no soft.
He might ain't say that, but
you right.
Check this clip out.
I'm Scott Dickens, and this is the Wild Corner. Check this. Jay Gruden always talked about, even in the off season, how he wanted a more physical line. Well, if you watch the game on Thursday night and watched it carefully, they wasn't just running the zone blocking scheme either. They was running man on man, and you seen trapping and pulling. Now, that raised a question in my head. Are they going to really go straight zone blocking scheme this year, or they going to mix it up? Well, if you executing trapping and pulling, which is a complex system of blocking in a man-on-man scheme, obviously you practicing it enough to execute it, because you ain't going to put it in the preseason game and just experiment with it. And one thing I noticed, he did it for a couple of reasons. He wanted to see what he physically had in each individual talent. But I think we're going to use a little bit of both of that this year, and that's a new staple of our offensive line that we haven't seen before. because Mike Shanahan strictly had just the zone blocking scheme with them small guys that couldn't really man on man block anyway. But these guys right here, I think they can do the whole ball of wax. And one thing about RG3, I'm gonna leave you with that I gotta say, did a very good job. Most athletes, in my experience in sports, that have superior athleticism such as he do, they have a tendency to have bad fundamentals because they rely on their athleticism because they can do things that other people can't. But one thing that I liked was he released the ball in 3 seconds and he wasn't afraid to take the more shallow check down route. And that's one that's going to always make him a professional. That's going to be one step above the rest. It's the wild corner, baby.
Check this out, y'all. That song by Essence is so appropriate because we got Mika to give you football 101. 101. Give the ladies a tip for this week, baby.
Okay, ladies. So, we know it's football season, and we know you like to watch football with your man, your husband, your boo, whoever.
Mm-hmm.
My tip to you, don't talk. Wait till halftime.
That's a good tip right there.
Or till the game is over to ask your questions. Because when you're talking, all they hear is wah, 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 wah.
Basically.
Say that again.
Amen. Check this out. Hey, Darryl. So, we played the Patriots this week.
Right.
Now, next Monday, we're playing the Browns. Tell me, different than what you saw against the Patriots, you want to see against the Browns.
So they played the Patriots at FedEx Field. Right?
Yeah.
We played the Browns at FedEx Field.
Correct.
So what I'd like to see Monday is the price of nachos go down.
Okay. We'll see if we can talk to
That's what I'd like to see.
Dan Snyder, find out. He's probably gonna say no. But
You gonna take me to court for that?
Yeah. Jeff, with what you saw, what do you want to see different in the team, good or bad?
I mean, I know RG3 ain't played with like 8 plays. I like to see him play maybe 12 plays.
Okay.
Or even the first whole quarter, you know.
Okay.
And then go with the other quarterback.
Right.
See what happened with that.
Right. Me, what would you like to see different? You was at the game.
Special teams. Make some tackles, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in the open field, you know, where the people be running.
Mm-hmm.
Tackle them people, please. So you can show that we improved from last season.
There you go.
We got a new coordinator.
Tell Sean what you think about it.
Well, let's talk about the rooks. I have a rook here. I'm gonna call him TM, Trent Murphy. That dude looks like a built-up RoboCop. This guy will literally take your head off. This guy is going to come off the edge. Arakpo, you better play for your contract this year, son.
Okay. Scott, what do you want to see different this week?
Different? Wow. I want to see what Ryan Clark gonna do in some the rookie, Bakari Rambo. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
I want to see what he gonna do in pass coverage.
Okay.
I keep hearing he a ball hawk, but I never seen him done anything special to me.
Okay, man.
Defend my last year rook.
Okay.
He was kind of left out on the island because it seemed like he didn't know where he was going or when he was coming or who he was going to get with to get at the ball. But this year, Scott, I think he's going to show everybody he's here to play this year.
Well, I want to see. That's what I want to see.
Well, then that's what you want to see different.
Yeah.
And I guess what I want to see different is I want to see, like you said, Jeff, I want to see the offensive unit, first team unit out there a little longer, a few more plays.
Yeah.
You know, because I know by the third game or fourth game you ain't see none. But still to get that feel with each other.
Right.
So get that rhythm together. They look pretty good. They drove down the field.
Right.
But I like to see them collectively together, offense and the defense.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's my thing. But anyway, we really enjoy y'all watching us and tuning into us. Mika, tell them how they can keep in touch with us.
All right, I want you to go over to Facebook and like and share our fan page. That's Wow, the Washingtons on the Washington Redskins. And then I want you to head on over to Twitter. Hit us up, tweet us, retweet us, favorite us, and make sure you like us at _WOW1932. And then make sure you head on over to Instagram. We're on there too. At Washington's on Washington. And then make sure you click and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can make sure you get everything first. Don't you want to be the first ones to see the show?
There you go.
We knew. Washington's on Washington. And then if you have any questions or feedback or anything, make sure you email us at washingtonsonwashington@gmail.com.
Love the fan mail. It is.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching The Wild Show. The Washingtons on the Washington Redskins. I am Tough Shorty, aka The Wild Man. See you next time.
And always remember that HTTR never means hater,
Never.
but it does mean
Hail to the Redskins.
Peace.
My son walks